A lot of restaurants are seeing a surge in business right now, and believe you me, they need it. Lisa Miller, expert on consumer psychology, joining me now. Lisa, did you see this coming?
Yes, that pent-up demand is just ready to explode, and with warmer weather, it is just time for consumers are very excited to get back to restaurants.
You've been measuring consumer confidence and optimism really from the beginning of this pandemic for a series of reports that you call the Journey Back to Joy. What is it showing you? What's the data telling you?
Well, right now, and yes, as you just mentioned, I've been tracking it. I used to say since March of last year, and now I have to say March 2 years ago. So we've been tracking it for a very long time. And what we're seeing right now is the positivity is actually up to 63% of Americans are ready to get back. They already are back to their activities or just ready to get back out there. And that is really strong. And it's basically the strongest we've seen since 6 months ago. And that's a good sign for the economy. I think obviously there's a little bit of a caution flag just with the inflation and still labor shortages, but the demand is definitely there.
Once again, I'm talking to Lisa Miller, expert on consumer psychology. Lisa, we talk about a lot of restaurants are seeing a surge in business. The negative part of this report is that a lot of restaurants are not in business any longer because of what they had to deal with during the pandemic. So it's great that the ones who survived it are seeing it. But, man, the casualties here when it comes to the restaurant business, long and lengthy.
Yes, and it is. It's so many unintended consequences. And one of the other things that I'm seeing is, now with the mask mandates, lifting, vaccine mandates lifting, all of these restrictions are coming off, which is great. But it's unfortunate that about 27% of Americans are still very anxious about stepping back out into the economy. And so with all these restrictions gone, it's now going to be up to kind of this idea of social ending of the pandemic. It's not about science telling us it's over. It's about we as individuals deciding it's okay to go back out. And I've been talking about it as when joy is finally greater than fear, that's really when we can overcome the economy, the economic issues. And unfortunately, it does really vary by political affiliation.
All right. Hey, Lisa, thanks so much for coming on the show. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Have a good one.